Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at arc length. We're trying to find out just a portion of a bit of a circumference. I'm terrible, I know, but anyway, there we go. So I've mucked that up already, but we'll just crack on anyway. What is circumference? So hopefully you'll know this, but if you don't, here's a reminder. Circumference is basically the perimeter of a circle. So it's the distance around the outside of a circle. I like to use this picture because it's like walking around the boundary of a cricket oval or a cricket circle or whatever. Okay, so we are going to need to use our calculators quite heavily today, so make sure you've got yours, and preferably make sure you've got a Casio. You can pick these up from many different retailers, but supermarkets and the works. So here we go. Now, we're using a semicircle because we've done some of these before, or possibly done these before, with compound shapes. The circumference equals pi times the diameter. Now remember, the diameter is double the radius. So when we look at this example, 6 is the radius, the distance from here to here. We're looking for double that distance. So let's put that into that formula now. Circumference equals pi times diameter. Diameter is double this figure here, so that would be 12. Okay, what's that going to give us? It's going to give us the circumference of if this was a full circle. So it would give us the distance around the outside of this whole shape. Remembering that we're not finding that, we're just finding the length from here to here. Okay, so the way we're going to do that is we're going to times pi by 12. That's going to give us 12 pi. Now to get 12 pi in your calculator, we'd put 12, yeah, and then shift, and then the pi button, which is down here. Can we see that? It's just that symbol there. That's the reason why we press shift, because we need to go into that second function buttons there. So we're going to get that on. We're going to use that to find out just this. Now we know this is half of a circle, isn't it? So we could times 12 pi by 1/2. Now you're going to notice in a second that I don't do that, but I kind of do that, or I actually do that mathematically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to times 12 pi by 1/2, but I'm going to write it differently. I'm going to write it as 180 over 360. And I want you to think about why I would do that. So where have I got the 180 from, and where have I got the 360 from? Hopefully you're saying, well, a full circle is worth 360 degrees, okay? And a straight line's worth 180. And what we've got here is we've got a straight line. That there is worth 180. So whatever your degrees are, you'd put over top of 360. Now that's interesting because that scaled down does give me 1/2. Okay, it does give me 1/2. So let's do that now. Let's put all that into our calculator. Now to do that, we're going to go 12 shift pi timesing by 180. We're going to use this fraction button here, and then we're going to put it over 360, and then we're going to press equals, and that will give us 6 pi. Now to get our answer, we're just going to press the SD button, and that's going to pump it out as 18.849, so forth and so on. So hopefully now you know how to do it. Now, it's very important you pause the video. It's very important you copy this out because the numbers will change, but the process stays the same. Let's look at another example now. Here goes a quarter of a circle, and we're going to see this again, aren't we? A quarter of a circle. The formula is we're going to find the circumference for the whole circle, and then we're going to divide it by a quarter. So we're going to times it by a quarter to give us our arc length from here to here, from this point all the way to this point. Okay? So here we go. Circumference equals pi times 12. 12 because it's double the radius. Double the radius. That's going to give us 12 pi. So we're going to take our 12 pi. That is the circumference of the whole circle, and we're going to find out 1/4 of it. So we're going to go 12 pi timesing by not 1/4 but 90 degrees over 360, which again is 1/4. 90 over 360. We put all that into our calculator. Remember, it's 12, 1, 2, shift, pi button, timesing by 90, fraction button, 360 equals. And that will give us 3 pi. If we press that SD button, we're going to get 9.424777, so forth and so on. Okay, everyone. Make sure you've got those down. It's now time for you to be let loose on your own. Give it a go. Come back and see if you've got it correct. So hopefully you had enough time now to do that. Or you've definitely had enough time because you paused the video and you've come back only when you've got your answer. Here we go. This is what we put in. We've got circumference equals pi times 30. 30 is double the radius. That gives us 30 pi. Circumference, the whole circle, is 30 pi, or 30 times pi. So we're going to use that now, and we're going to find out 120 over 3/60 of it. All right, that's going to be 30 pi timesing by 120 over 360, and that gives us 10 pi, which also gives us, when we press that SD button, 31.4159, so forth and so on. Okay, hopefully you've got it now. You're in the swing of things, so I believe I've got one more question before we move to the quiz. So pause the video now, give it a go, come back when you think you've got it correct. All right, everyone, let's go for it now. We've got circumference equals pi timesing by 120. It's 120 because it's double the radius. We're going to take our 120 pi and we're going to times it by 235 over 360. You'll see that the numbers change, but the process stays the same. And we end up with 235 over 3 pi, which gives us 246.0914, so forth and so on. Hopefully you're feeling really confident because here comes the quiz. Everyone loves the quiz. Everyone loves the quiz. Okay, here we go. Here's the quiz. Give these a go, see how you do, and come back when you've finished. Here goes our answers, everyone. Hopefully you've done really well. Pause the video, check all your answers, make sure that your numbers are the same as mine. If they're not, think why. As always, you have been excellent today. I know you have. I haven't been there, but I can tell you've been excellent because if you've got to this point, you haven't given up, which is awesome. As always, write a revision card, or hopefully these will become available digitally for you. And until next time, as always, it's a real pleasure helping you with your maths today.